All right, welcome to another episode of The Quad. Woo!
Yeah.
All right, yeah. Okay, so today we have a bit of a studio upgrade. We kind of looked back at our first or a couple episodes and man,
it sucked.
It was just terrible.
Budget upgrade.
Like, yeah, the audio was crackling. The video quality wasn't good. So we put some effort into it. We got some books, got a chess set. Hey, when's the last time any of you guys read like a book?
I actually read like maybe 5 days ago.
Cap.
No, I'm serious. It wasn't on a physical
What?
book. It was on. I've had Amazon
When's
Kindle.
the last time you actually read a book,
Like a book.
Like a physical book.
Yeah.
in your hand?
Never mind.
You-
My Amazon Kindle does not.
Wait. So you bought a Kindle?
No, so I've had Amazon Prime, and like you get like Kindle, like some Prime Kindle books. And I was going through a book, or like I was just going through it. I was like, oh, I want to be more responsible and not be on TikTok when I go to sleep. It's like, oh, I'll just go like try and read a book. And that was 6 days ago.
Did you?
What was
I
it
don't
called?
even remember anything.
So you didn't read the
so-
book?
I think it helped me sleep though. I think it helped me sleep. Yeah.
What about you? When's the last time you read a book? USC?
I was just gonna say, Jamar, like, God forbid you're alone with your thoughts for once.
Yeah. On TikTok, come on. With those ads nowadays.
Yeah.
Like,
How else am I gonna see a rug being cleaned and a Family Guy at the same time, bro?
Quagmire bits?
Yeah. Minecraft parkour with like some crazy traumatic Reddit story that should not be on the internet. Yeah.
Oh, like the Reddit stories?
Yeah, like the Reddit stories.
Like my wife cheated on me. What do I do?
yeah.
Me, 26 mil.
While they're playing Minecraft.
Yeah.
Got cucked by my wife and all my coworkers.
Am I the a-hole if?
Oh, that one's good too. Well, yeah. Anyways, when's the last time you read a book?
I don't know. So last year I'm like, yo, I'm gonna change myself. I'm gonna fix myself. So I bought this book on how to make friends and influence people. It's a very famous book.
That's a great book, actually.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't know because
You didn't read it?
You didn't read it.
I read the first chapter and then I forgot about it. And then I bought Rich Dad Poor Dad, another.
Oh, that's a really
legendary-
Also
yeah.
a legendary book.
Yeah, well, I read it on a plane once and then that was like 3 years ago. So
That's not bad. That's not bad.
So I got two books in the
pretty good.
chamber, you know.
In the last like 5 years.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Have you read? You read regularly.
I read.
Yeah.
This is not decoration. I've been reading this one right here.
The books on the table, like the what are these books?
This is not just decoration. This is Harry Potter.
Uh-huh.
This is the Sorcerer's Stone, and I have been reading this.
Really? Wait, so it hasn't just been sitting there?
No,
Oh. Wow, that's pretty cool.
it's not just decoration, people.
Oh.
Wait, guys, I read the first 3 Harry Potter books.
Oh, you haven't read it?
I
Wait,
never
you
read-
read the first 3 and you didn't finish the series?
Yeah, I don't. I don't know, man.
Was it not interesting?
The book fair only sold the first 3. Maybe if Lowell Elementary School had all the books, maybe
Well, I have all 7 books here.
Oh, okay.
You're welcome to read them.
All right. Wait, okay. What do you guys? Okay, my favorite Harry Potter movie is Goblet of Fire.
But you didn't read the books.
It was a fire movie. No.
You know the actually never mind. I was gonna say the movies aren't super accurate, but
They're like
to the most part they are. Yeah.
they're
yeah.
good enough.
Yeah, so you got the experience.
Yeah.
It's like Jamar saying he didn't read or watch Star Wars.
But he knows everything.
Okay, no. Yeah, no, we won't get into that.
Yeah, so how do you know so much about Star Wars?
So the Lego Star Wars game, the Wii complete saga, the Lego Star Wars. I got 100% on it.
And then you got all the plot you needed.
Yeah, no, in the second, third grade, I got 100%, and I know the entire like synopsis in a non-verbal Lego form.
Wait, no, Jamar knows so much. In 9th grade, we had a 2-hour conversation about Jar Jar Binks was really the mastermind.
The Sith.
Yeah, the mastermind behind
Oh my gosh.
the Clone Wars.
Yeah, so whenever people reference scenes in that movie, I just have like
see it
a
in
Lego,
Lego?
like a Lego recollection of it. Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah. Anyways, I don't really read either. I think I try to read, but again, I think I like read the first couple pages and then I just give up.
Yeah, what
So,
about like the Holy Bible, you know?
how about the Quran?
Yeah, I'll be reading that. You
Oh yeah. When's the last time you read the Quran?
Dude, today, bro.
Okay.
Are you lying?
Well, I mean, I recited verses from the Quran. Yeah.
That's not reading. I can do like John 3:16 too.
Okay, all right.
I'm just kidding.
Philippians 4:13, bro. I could do all things through Christ who strengthens me.
Whoa, that's crazy.
wow.
That kid. Whoa, hey.
That
Hey.
Shout out to
Wow.
Steph
Hey,
Curry.
we have that on record.
Yeah.
We have that on record.
Yeah, that-
All right. Well, anyways, so for today's episode, we're going to do something a little bit different. The motto behind our podcast is like unscripted, real people, real conversations. We've kind of taken that to the extreme today because it is literally unscripted and it's going to be real conversations. And today we're going to be playing the very popular game called We're Not Really Strangers. So, for those who don't know what this game is, it's just it's like our script in a box. You know what I mean? It's just like there's just a bunch of like easy questions that we can just answer for each other. And then, it is what it is, and you'll see kind of where the conversation carries us. And so I'm going to be honest with you guys. I don't remember the rules of this game.
Yeah.
So
this is my
guys-
game. I have actually never played it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, it's your first time playing this?
It's my first time playing
It's
it.
actually
but
pretty fun.
I know there's good questions
Yeah.
in here.
So do
I
I...
may have borrowed that game for.
Oh yeah, you do.
Sadad's about to have some like relapses.
So why
gonna
did you...
spaz
Wait,
out.
why did you borrow the game again?
Wait, so you've played this game?
No, I didn't end up playing it with this individual.
Ah.
The conversation was fine as is, but I did borrow the game for
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 nefarious purposes.
for a picnic in Laguna Beach
Okay.
with
With only one other individual.
but who was a friend, a friend.
Uh-huh.
Was it the quote unquote friend that wanted me but I didn't really... No, that I didn't want me but I didn't want her.
No.
Oh,
I'm
no.
class guys.
Is her,
come on.
is her name not
Okay.
But the P silent on the weekend.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so she was
No,
great.
guys, we're just friends. Guys.
Oh, for sure. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, you guys.
Yeah, I fear God.
For
Yeah,
sure.
yeah, for sure.
But,
Well, anyways, moving on. I think I don't remember the rules of the game, and so what we're gonna do is I'm gonna draw a card, right? And I'm gonna ask the question and popcorn someone, and then that person can draw the card next, and they can popcorn.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I say something real quick?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think for the viewers, some people may not know all of us. We're not really strangers. So if you are listening in from just knowing one of us, you now have this opportunity to get to know the other people. So yeah. Yeah, Dan,
Nah,
go ahead.
we kind of ate with this, bro. We kind of ate with this concept, bro. Now we're cooking right now.
Okay. Yeah. So I'll just start. I think it's levels 1, 2, and 3, and so we'll start with level 1 questions and just slowly go deeper
All right.
as it goes. So I'm gonna start with level 1. Okay. The question reads. Oh, this is a terrible question. Okay. All right. The question reads: as a child, what do you think I wanted to be?
Oh.
Ooh. What do you think I wanted to... So I'm just gonna popcorn
Wait.
someone to answer this question for me, essentially.
Right.
Right? Yeah.
Oh.
And so Sadad, as a child, what do you think I wanted to be?
I mean, your entire life has been dominated by sports. Like, I know sports is a very big part
Yeah,
of your
I'm a
life.
sports junkie.
Yeah, so I feel like you would have wanted to be an athlete.
An athlete?
Yeah, growing up.
Which one specifically?
I think basketball.
Yeah, I think as every kid dreamed, I had hoop dreams for sure, but that's actually not what I wanted to be growing up.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
No, it wasn't. Anyone have a guess on this?
My
Not
guess.
a basketball player?
It was not basketball.
Wait, what age range are you?
Oh yeah.
It just says child. So, I mean, even as a kid, I never wanted to be a basketball player. Yeah, because I think I knew I was never gonna make
Right,
it.
so did you have like one thing that you wanted to be for a long time?
Yeah. So let me give you a hint. It's not really a hint, but background context. I wanted to be this for a long time, and then my mom heard it, and she was like, "There's no job market for it. Stop being unrealistic."
Oh, I think I know what it is.
You wanted to be an artist?
No, I did not want to be an artist.
I've seen you draw.
I'm pretty sure I have it.
Yeah, my drawings. Yeah.
Is it not like marine biologist?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Hey, come on now.
Yeah, I wanted to be a
what?
marine biologist, and then my mom was like, "What are you gonna do with marine biology?" I was like, "Work at an aquarium," and she was like,
Which is fire. Which is like fire. Which millions of people actually are employed with that.
"No," but then my mom was like, "It's so competitive. Like, there's just no job market for it. So give up on your dreams."
give up.
And so I was like, "All right, bet."
fair.
And so
Now he's a teacher.
now I'm a teacher, yeah. And so yeah, it's kind of what I wanted to be. Actually, I want to change the rules. Let's just go in a circle, because like I said, I kind of forgot how this game works. Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
everyone answer for each.
exactly.
person.
Yeah.
All
So
right.
Okay.
This question or
Oh, no,
choose
draw a new one. Yeah, yeah.
Draw a new one. All right. All right. What?
you can skip if it's a terrible question. Some of these are
Perception. Let go of your attachment to the outcome. What?
okay. Yeah. So
All right. Do I seem more of a creative or analytical type?
oh, that's a good question.
Wow.
Hmm.
I think that question is very interesting because it kind of assumes that you kind of can't be both, which is I
Yeah.
think would be my answer for you.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
So on one hand, like I know your job requires you to be creative, but on the other hand, like I think amongst the four of us, you're the most logical person. I don't know if that comes from wisdom.
The San
or-
Francisco story.
yeah.
I do think I'm the only T in this group,
Yeah.
Yeah.
That too.
surrounded by Fs.
surrounded by-
I'm gonna lean. I think you're more creative, actually. I think you can be an analytical creative, right? But if I had to choose, it'd be more creative, simply because I think if you were purely analytical, I don't think you'd be as good at your job as you are. I think it'd be very difficult for you to do so.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think just to break it down in another example, I would also choose creative because, like, I feel like a lot of people's character comes out in cooking, and in your work in the kitchen, like it's not very recipe like tight. I guess kind of take more liberal freedoms and more like, oh, my taste says like go this way, or like this food kind of needs more of X ingredients. So I think I would agree with Daniel in that kind of sense.
Yeah.
I mean, I would also go creative, but just to be different, I'll say.
Just be quirky.
Yeah, just
to
to
be
be quirky.
You're different.
Yeah, I'll say analytical just because.
You want to be different.
Yeah, no, like I think you used to view things in a very logical sense. I mean, the San Francisco story is obviously an example, but I'm trying to think of a.
You're just trying.
Okay, the San Francisco story, though, I would say that any person objectively would have just seen that situation and said, no, don't go.
Well, in this room, the majority of people in this room actually went on that trip. So
Yeah, it was dumb.
Well, not
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately.
yeah. Yeah, it was good memories. Anyway, so you would say analytical simply because you want to be different.
Yeah. I'm not like those other guys.
Yeah, I take a box of We're Not Really Strangers and not play it. Yeah, just different.
Yejun, how would you answer that question for yourself?
Only because of what my job is, I would hope that
Yeah,
I'm more
you're
creative than
creative.
analytical. But yeah, when I saw, I mean, this is kind of crazy because I do think I am a bit of both,
Right.
and I can come off. I think I come off analytical to people at first,
Right.
but then I do think creativity tends to outweigh the analytical side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right, Jamar, it's your turn.
I feel like those first two cards are pretty fire.
Pretty fire.
Yeah, they're
Wow.
pretty good
reflective
questions.
of the
Yeah.
person.
We only skipped like 3 other questions.
Yeah, I know, but mine being like super crap.
Edit those out.
Frick. What about me intrigues you?
What?
Yeah, what about me intrigues you?
Huh.
What does that even mean?
I don't know.
Yeah, like what's interesting about
no,
you?
I think we can
Yeah,
answer
skip
this
the
though.
question.
Because the first level is all about perception, like our perceptions of you. So
Okay. Interesting.
I will say that I think when most people meet Jamar, he has a loud aura,
Yeah.
and like people can't help but to be attracted or intrigued at least by your presence. And I know you don't like, or at least in the past, you didn't like this part of yourself or being described in this way, but
Right.
you tend to be like the funny guy.
Yeah.
He's so triggered right now.
Wait.
It's like, God damn it.
Wait, I feel like.
Would you agree with that?
Wait, yes. Yeah, I think that's why we became friends in the first place. But I have noticed that throughout the years, Jamar has become more and more not introverted, but like he's appreciated his alone time more. And I think that's kind of interesting.
He's unlocked his introversion.
Yeah. I don't know if it's like I I don't give a fuck anymore. Or
At age 22.
yeah. Or,
He's seen enough. I would say, I think I have a clear answer to this one. It's like you have so many arcs. We talked about this before. Jamar has this like circle of life arc, right? He has his gym arc, and then he has his like religious arc, and then he has his philosophy arc, and then he has his it's like there's so many. Cooking arc.
Oh, the psych arc, the
Yeah,
psychology
yeah.
arc.
The psychology arc.
Psychology arc.
Yeah, there's so many. I think you're a serial hobbyist at heart. Because right now you're in your boxing arc.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The boxing.
It came out of nowhere. Yeah.
No, it's been developing. It's been developing for the past 22 years. Manny Pacquiao has planted a seed, which has finally been grown into fruition.
Wait, I don't know if I already told this story, but so our high school does like an international fair where like that celebrates all the different cultures. So there's like a performance from like, like the Korean club or the Indian club, whatever. So the Filipino club started playing this song, and then Jamar's like, "Wait a minute, they play that every time a Manny Pacquiao fights there." It was the Philippines national anthem. He thought that it was Manny Pacquiao's like theme song.
Okay, no, honestly, it really is. You know, crime every time Pacquiao has a fight, crime rates you go to like a historical low because everyone watches the fight. No, it's crazy.
Yeah. So you're in your boxing era now.
Yeah.
You had your dancing era for a little bit. So I think it's definitely your serial hobbyist inside you. Yeah. So I would say. What would you say is your most intriguing aspect?
My most intriguing aspect. I think Yed, you kind of touched on this, but like I think for me, it's kind of like my humanness. I think people often like whenever they meet someone, they like try to put their best foot forward. But for me, it's just like I just kind of put myself down as it is. Like I don't try to be like as super like I don't know flaunty. Like I just do, you know.
Dude, get you a man who boxes and is humble. Oh my gosh, can protect you and treat you right on the weekends.
Well, it depends on how long this arc lasts.
Oh yeah, the boxing arc.
We'll
Yeah.
see how long it goes.
Yeah.
I'm going to the Philippines. I will be their king.
It's like, you know that one thing we're talking about? It's like when you go back to the Philippines, it's like that one scene from Ice Age where Sid finds his kind.
No, literally, it's literally gonna be like that. Oh my gosh, everyone! I do box too. Oh my god, you hear? Our king has come.
You guys know that Manny Pacquiao song too?
It's like, oh, they're playing it in the streets.
I'm ready here for the boxing.
Yo, before class, every day they play the Manny Pacquiao song for the kids to listen.
This is lit.
This is lit. Oh my god.
Yeah, but that's how I would answer that question. No, gosh, Sadad.
Kiss or slap?
Did you make that up?
Yeah.
How long have you been waiting to say that?
I'll be honest.
Just been thinking this whole time, like,
I've been
what am
cooking
I
ever
gonna...
since Daniel picked up the car. My second one. Never mind.
Okay.
Do you want us to answer that question?
Kiss or slap? You already
You know
know.
what my second question would be? That I like chose not to, but like fuck it. Would you do anal?
What?
Yeah, just perception. Do I come across?
Do you guys think like I'm the type of person to do anal? Okay. Okay. This is an actual question. What do you think my go-to karaoke song is? This was kind of
Some more do it.
Wait, properly say it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Wow, that was crazy. You know what? Like, if we get over 10 viewers one day,
Yeah.
you're canceled.
Yeah.
You're gonna make it onto SNL one day, and then they're gonna find this. video.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're like, this guy's
One of the
racist.
biggest comedians ever.
They're gonna hear Sadad's questions and then your imitation of this.
This
And
will be the night before my MGM boxing sold out fight.
breaking news from TMZ:
Yeah.
boxer Jamar Sagan comes out as racist through popular podcasts.
He's starting to become really popular with like the Midwest.
He's gonna run for president through the Conservative Party.
Oh my god.
Wait, I don't like that question. I'm gonna do
Yeah, just give me a stage to just be racist and that was up.
it. Okay, I don't know about this one either. Okay, think of your favorite childhood TV show of all time. On the count of 3, say it out loud. So
What?
all of us.
Oh, this is a
Yeah.
A
So all of
collective
us think
question.
of our favorite show growing up, and then on the
I mean,
count
if
of
we say
three-
it all at once, no one's gonna hear any of our answers.
3, 2, 1, run.
All right, okay, I'll go first, and then Jamar.
Okay.
And this one's over. Okay. All right. I don't need to 3 to 1 this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I think the consistently like my favorite show was Pokemon. But I'll shout out Yu-Gi-Oh as well.
Shout out.
Yeah.
Okay. I was Ed, and Eddie.
Oh.
That's a good one.
Oh. Man, I don't know. I feel like I grew up in the golden age of like Saturday morning cartoons. There's so many to choose from. The first one that comes to mind is Recess, though.
Recess.
Oh.
I'm gonna say Ben 10
Oh,
and Bakugan. I think those two are
Bakugan,
those two are like my favorites.
These cable kids.
What can I say, man? But kids today, you know what's crazy is I was, obviously I work at an after school and I was talking to the kids there. They don't even know what a DVD is anymore, or they don't it's just like a different. Cause they were asking me like, oh, did you watch Cars 2 or these kind of movies growing up? I was like, yeah, I watched it on Blu-ray. Like, what's a Blu-ray? And I was like, oh shoot, and I don't even think our age gap is that significant, to be honest with you, in the mass scope of things. So, different generation. Yeah, it's crazy.
It is.
Yeah.
And next they're gonna be like, wait, you didn't watch it in 15-second clips on TikTok?
On TikTok?
Yeah.
Yeah. I say choose another question because that was more collective than
Okay.
your individual.
Okay. Well, you guys know this for a fact. Do I seem like a morning person or a night owl? Why?
I actually don't know this.
Yeah, I actually
need to
don't know
think
the
about
actual
this, yeah.
answer.
Jamar.
Right.
Jamar.
I think people also have like a misconception of this concept of like night person and like or night owl and morning person, because I feel like people have a tendency to stay up late or wake up early, but then it's different from them being productive at that time.
Okay, but like,
Yeah,
no,
you didn't answer the question.
yeah, but no,
Yeah,
no,
but
wait,
you're
wait.
not productive at either time, Sadad. I'm sorry to tell you. You're both late in the morning, and you don't do work at night.
It has increasingly become true.
Increasingly, it's already at its max. How can it be increasing?
We're limit testing.
I would call you. Oh man, I don't. That's a hard question. I'm gonna say night owl because I think in the morning the chance of you doing anything productive is 0. At night, there's at least a 10% chance
Right,
that you do something, right? And so
If anything, yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna say night
Actually,
owl.
no. You slept over here a couple times, and
A couple.
yeah, several times. And I'll like I work from home, so I'll be like doing my work all day long, and then you're still there sleeping. So definitely not
In the
a morning
morning,
person.
Yeah.
Yeah. What would you?
I think what happens is like I stay up late enough where it becomes so late. I'm like, oh shoot, I need to go to sleep. I should start working now. I get anxiety about the amount of sleep I'll get, so I'll start.
So you would say night owl
So
too.
I would say night owl.
Okay,
yeah.
that's fair.
3 in the morning. Yeah, I should get to work.
I should get up to.
Yeah.
All right, let's do one more round of those perception ones. You just go again.
Bring it back.
Yeah, go again. We'll just snake it.
We'll snake it. Yeah.
Okay. What does my Instagram tell you about me?
Oh my gosh.
Is this my time to?
No, do not plug it. Pick another question. Pick another question.
At
Oh, okay. What compliment do you think I hear the most?
Oh, that's actually a fun question.
dang, Alex, why you wait? Every episode, Alex has some moment where he just doubts your ability.
I know, yeah. But like specifically me. like,
Just you.
You get compliments.
he's racist.
Confirmed.
When you got that question about the song, he was thinking the same thing.
Yeah.
Wait, what song?
It's like, what song would
he's nodding,
counter?
he's nodding.
Oh, he's nodding. Alex, you're
He's
racist
nodding.
too.
Yeah.
Racist.
Oh man.
He's really not. It's a racist.
Sadad, you have a nice beard.
Oh,
I think that's a compliment you receive.
Okay.
That he has a nice beard.
Actually, I would hop onto that. I'm quite jealous of your ability to grow.
This is it's like the most
like
mid
facial
beard
hair.
in like my community, bro. There's like 13-year-olds. There's 13-year-old Bengalis who can grow better beards than me.
Yeah, what would you say, Jamar?
I feel like it's hard. I don't know. I feel like it's so hard for guys to get
Yeah,
confident.
I know. Yeah.
I would say. Oh wait, no. The question isn't what I would give to you. It's what
No,
you would hear
dude,
often.
What do you think he gets the most?
No.
Oh man,
As a
I would
compliment.
say probably welcoming or outgoing, right? Because I mean, let's plug Sadad's resume here. You were the USC what? What did you do for the campus? Where you tour?
Oh yeah, I was orientation advisor.
Yeah, only welcoming or
You mean like the people that like take people around the campus
Yeah,
and like,
yeah,
oh,
yeah.
this is this hall,
Yeah, yeah.
this is this library.
This is my experience at USC, so this is
so
what you should do.
you either
Wow.
made or broke everyone's first impressions at USC.
Made. I'll say made.
I'll say made.
I don't think anyone left USC.
Everyone's like, "Where's my tour guy? Where is he?"
He's 30 minutes late.
Who's this?
Never mind. What? Anyways, I think I'd go along, the way that Daniel said, like some social component. I think warm. I think warm might be that word to describe you the most of what you heard.
What's the actual
Yeah,
compliment
what
that you?
what
Yeah.
compliments do you get?
Dude, just
Wow.
plug yourself, man.
No, it's
Feel yourself.
so hard to crack a smile sometimes.
I'm feeling so flowing.
This Mayweather. What compliment do I get the most?
So, what compliments did you receive on that Laguna Hills little?
With my friend.
Yeah, with your friend. Yeah.
My friend. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I've been told like I'm like an approachable person. So yeah, I think a compliment I like to hear is like that I'm like capable and smart.
Let's move on.
Yeah, never get those.
I wish.
But yeah, I guess it's like I'm a social person. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
All right, Jamar, all you.
Alrighty. Huh. Alright. Okay. This is not that great a question, but on a scale of 1 through 10, how messy do you think my car is? 1 being cleanest, 10 being a complete disaster.
10.
Explain.
No, it's not that.
Wow.
That was instant.
No hesitation.
Our unemployed tech man over there was like, so how messy your car is?
Yeah, 1 through.
What if I know the answer?
Then
We
you know
all
the
know
answer.
like
Yeah.
all know
So
the
yeah.
answer.
So why'd you say it?
Should I just get a new one?
No.
Yeah.
Oh wait. No. I'll just say the answer.
Yeah, just say it.
Oh yeah. Let's say 7.
Okay.
Yeah.
7?
Yeah.
Is it that high?
No, yeah, it's not like
No.
it's not like
No.
messy.
No. I would put it at a 7.
Like at least it smells fine.
Oh, it smells good. Yeah. But like I think 8, 9, and 10, it's like unbearable. It's not unbearable, but it's like that. It's teetering.
I don't. Oh, maybe I haven't been in Jamar's car in a while. I thought it was like a 6. You know.
Wait. So you're
That's one
protesting
less
my
than
number?
7.
It's one less.
Yeah. Bro.
I mean, on a scale of 1 through 10, there's only so much.
Would you rather date a 6 or a 7? Huh?
Oh.
That's fine.
Okay.
That was fire.
That's actually fair.
All right, fine. I'll lower it to a 6. Yeah, sure. That one number, 6, 7.
I think 5. 5.
Yeah.
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 What would you rate yours?
I would probably say
A 0.
around this.
A 0.
Around a 5 and a 6.
Yeah.
Right now, currently in my car is a bunch of straws.
Put together.
No, like literally in the back of my
A
car.
bunch of straws put together.
We had like an event.
It's the Flintstones car.
I'm like, but yeah, we had an event where we needed like little plastic straws. And we had like a
Oh,
box.
you mean actual straws?
Yeah, and it spilled in the back of my car.
Oh.
And the thing is, like, yeah, like whenever things are in the
Great.
back of my car, I kind of forget about it because I'm like driving in the front of my car
Yeah.
and I never look at it. But yeah,
All right, that's fair. I'm glad we came pretty uniform on this one.
It's good to know that Jamar never goes to the backseat of his car for
Hey, what can I
whatever
say?
reason. You
I'm
know,
not picking up straws in the back of my car.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Do you go to the backseat for any other reason?
I don't think this technically applies to me, but do you think I've ever checked an ex's phone for evidence?
Evidence and like cheating.
Oh, okay. Wait, I think this is more like, would he be the type of
Hypothetical.
person?
Yeah, would I be
Oh.
the type of person to do
I don't.
that?
I don't
No.
think so. Yeah.
No.
No.
Definitely not.
Yeah. I think that's a pretty uniform. All right, here's another question though. Do you think any of us 4 would be the type to check their ex's phone for evidence?
Huh.
Can you see like any of us doing it?
Um.
I think Alice would do it.
Oh yeah. If Alex is an option. Alex,
Don't worry about it.
well,
You can listen back later.
Yeah, just listen to it.
okay. Or like of the four of us,
Who would be the most?
who's the most?
Yeah, because I don't
likely?
think anyone would do it personally out of the
All
four.
right,
of us.
why don't we do this? 1, 2, 3, and point.
Oh, I mean,
Oh wait, I didn't come up with the answer.
Yeah, I need to think.
wait, but I don't. Wait,
Wait, one. Oh, I don't even know who I'm gonna point at.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
One.
Yeah, I'm just,
All right. All right. 1, 2, 3. Oh wait, so Sadad, you pointed at who?
Everyone say who you pointed at.
Jamar?
For our Spotify listeners.
I pointed
Oh,
at
it's,
Jamar.
it's true on Jamar. I pointed at Sadad, and Jamar pointed at Daniel.
Okay.
And
Why?
Wait, you pointed at me?
I pointed at Jamar.
Jamar.
Yeah.
Okay. I think Jamar's just curious. Like I wouldn't even think it's like necessarily is she cheating on me? It's like,
Why not?
yeah, well, I'm kind of bored right now. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you picked me.
Or like I do okay. Like I don't think Jamar would ever do this, but it's like I think he would. She would be like, oh, I wonder what she's saying to her friends about me.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Okay.
So you picked me.
Yeah, I picked Daniel. If we're to break apart this question real quick, do you ever think I've ever checked an ex's? We can stop the sentence there. Did I ever check an ex's? Period. If that was for some reason the end of the sentence, Daniel's the only eligible person for this, for this question. You know, like,
Oh, that's funny.
yeah.
So you picked
Oh, that's
Sadad.
sad.
That was
I
kind of
picked
sad.
Sadad. I if anything, like I feel like you would do it if you actually incurred the like cheating, right? Like you saw it happen. Like you saw it, and
You
then,
would
and then-
1000%.
And then you don't want you don't want to. Yeah, like you're not gonna approach her immediately.
Yeah,
You're gonna be like, all right, well now I need some. I need to like get some screen caps.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That's a good answer.
That's a good answer.
I picked Jamar because to be honest with you, Jamar, this has nothing to do with your character. I didn't know who to pick. I'm gonna be honest with you, like, because it was like 1, 2, 3, and then I was like, I don't know.
Yeah.
So I just picked. Yeah.
I hope you guys can see the thought processes of all of us.
Yeah. Just like I have no thoughts.
I have no thought.
Yeah.
Because I think Jamar would be concerned. Like this is my thought process. Like
Yeah.
Jamar would be concerned. Like, oh, I hope like my girls, like loved ones, friends, family, whatever, like me, and
That would make him check
yeah,
it.
but like not really. Like I don't actually think it ever would. But like
If
Okay,
the world
but-
was ending.
yeah.
Let's say your girlfriend has been like not hanging out as much with you for a while,
Uh-huh.
and then she leaves her phone on the table, and she goes to the bathroom, and a text comes in, and you can see the text, and you can tell that's a guy's name. Do you look at it?
Do I look at it? Well, no.
Yeah.
It pops up.
Oh, you would look at it.
I would.
You've been having some assumptions lately.
No, I think not just assumptions. Like, oh, who texted her?
Oh, even without the
Yeah,
assumptions.
Just no.
Like if Emily texted her, I'd be like, oh, what did Emily say?
Oh wait, so the answer to this question is you.
Just nosy.
No. But I wouldn't like open her phone. Like I would check the notification.
I feel like they're one and the same.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, wait, what would you do, Jamar? Would you read it?
Like the text pops up and you can technically see it, but you choose to like do the courtesy thing and like look away
Yeah.
and like let it disappear, or you can like
Like sometimes Jamar gets like a notification from ESPN and like like the intro voice waits. I'm like, what the Bengals do?
Joe Burrow did what?
I don't think I think I would look away. I think if I had strong assumptions, I'd actually just talk to her.
Oh, that's fair.
Yeah. Wow,
Yeah.
how mature of you.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, so that makes you look like a fool.
no, I think just playing too many games in my head is just.
Yeah. Okay. Realistically, like, yeah, I would also.
You can't defend yourself now. The answers are out. Right? So stop acting innocent. All right, cool.
Realistically, I would be the one who would be cheating on her.
Oh god.
What about you? Would you check it?
I feel like I don't know if you guys do this with other things too. Like when someone's like putting in their password or something,
Uh-huh.
Oh,
it just
yeah.
feels so awkward to even look in their
Oh, yeah,
direction.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
my body automatically just
Yeah,
like
yeah,
does
yeah.
like a weird like
Yeah.
awkward turn. So
Yeah. So you wouldn't.
I would hope not.
Yeah. I wouldn't either. You know, I mean, like everyone's been in those scenarios, and so yeah, I just don't. I think to be honest with you, because like I know how much I value my own privacy, right? And so I would probably want to respect the same because I definitely value my own private life as well, and so Yeah, that's probably how I probably wouldn't do that. Yeah. All right, it's my turn, right? All right, so this is the last one to level 1. And so yeah. What fast food restaurant do you think I'm most likely to drive through, and what's my order? This is very relevant because
Wait,
we
but there's
all
so
eat
many
so
options.
much fast food. Yeah.
But which one's the most likely?
There is a right answer to this, by the way. Unequivocally.
I think if you had the choice of all the options,
I have my answer.
What is it?
Taco Bell Baja Blast.
yes.
Wow.
I was thinking the same thing, and whatever like burrito thing that.
Yeah. Cheesy gordita taco.
That's on the money. That's exactly what I would get.
The main thing is the Baja Blast.
Yeah, the Baja Blast. Guys, the Baja. If you haven't had the Baja Blast, God forbid. Yeah, it's There's a couple of things that changed my life. It's Jesus, right? It's my family, and then it's the Baja Blast, right? Like those things have just. My life has never been the same. Like I don't. You know what's crazy though is that they sell it in those cans. Like you buy them all the time. That also once we buy them at the house, they're gone in like a day.
Yeah, I don't buy them because it's hard to. They don't have the 0 sugar ones, and I'm at that age where everything has to be 0 sugar.
Yeah, it's fair. But I'm not, and so I would love if those came back.
Go buy it with your own money.
All right, fine.
Taco Bell, please sponsor this man.
Yeah, guys, if I got a Baja Blast sponsorship,
If we
I do
gotta...
feel like I want to go to Taco Bell and get some after this.
I really
No,
do.
wait. I mean, I didn't have dinner yet. So. They're starving me, bro. They wouldn't let me get food. They said we have to do a podcast now.
It's 9:30.
Yeah, we started the podcast at 9:30. What were you doing before then?
Yeah, you were late too, and you
You
came.
guys weren't ready.
You came at 10.
No, because you said in the group.
No,
okay.
but you were saying. Never
In the
mind.
group chat, you said 10. That was the.
Yeah, when do people typically eat dinner?
Oh, okay, listen. I was so nervous.
Why is this
about the
our
podcast.
fault?
What were you doing at 6 o'clock today?
Good question.
You don't know?
I was in the middle of the street talking to my friend.
For 4 hours.
Yeah, that's crazy.
All right, we're gonna move on to the level 2, which is labeled connection.
Okay.
So I don't really know what this entails, but
I think we could do one question for each person.
yeah.
Oh,
yeah, 2 and 3.
Let's just see what happens.
No, we'll see where it
Okay.
goes.
All right. So my question asks. Okay, so my question asks, what's been the best compliment a stranger has ever given you? Before I answer that question, you guys can take a stab at it because I also don't know the answer to this question.
Can you say it one more time?
What's been the best compliment a stranger has ever given you? So me.
The
Oh,
best
well, I know what it is. Remember when he was at a restaurant and 2 girls came up to him
from his high
from his high school?
Oh,
No, that was at
So-
Sul and Bean, Yejun.
Yes, at Sul and Bean.
This story cannot. Be
I don't remember exactly what happened, but they were like several years younger than Daniel, few years younger, and they like
They were starstruck.
Yeah, he likes to be young.
I remember this story.
Oh, because were you there?
Alex, retell it.
Oh, Alec, yeah. Then you retell it.
So we were at Sul and Bean getting dessert.
Wait, what is salt and bean?
Sul and Bean is a bingsu place. It's like Korean shaped ice. And then like while we're like sitting and eating and talking, like there were like these like 2 random girls like just like constant like they were like looking back and forth, looking at Daniel, and we were all so confused. Like, why are they looking at us? And like as they like their parents were leaving, they came up to us and they're like, "Are you Daniel Lee? You went to Oxford, did you?" And he was like, yeah, what's up?" It's like, oh my gosh, so when you were a senior, we were 7th graders, and you were literally our
They're victims.
senior crush. And then, yeah, the rest is history.
The rest is whoa, you can't end this story with the rest of it.
What do you mean by that?
Time out. You can't say
mean?
Yo, with Josh Giddy going around.
So, wow. I think everyone at this panel is getting canceled by the end of this podcast.
Jamar's racist. Sadad's sexist. I have underage tendencies.
Or County Police Department, come out this guy.
All right. Well, yeah. I mean, that story makes me uncomfortable, but yeah. I mean,
Would you say that's the best one?
That's not even a compliment. Like in the sense of like,
It's just a reality, bro.
no, it made me so uncomfortable. I think when I think of compliment, it's like I enjoy hearing it.
Yeah.
That situation genuinely made me very uncomfortable. I think it made me
You
uncomfortable.
feel harassed?
No, I felt like because
Is this what women have to go through every day?
That's crazy.
Yo, should we do something about the wage gap?
Wage gap.
no, I felt uncomfortable because like their parents were like, oh yeah, like go talk to him or whatever, and I'm like, what kind of parenting?
Oh, the parents encourage.
Yeah, it was
them
really
to- wow,
it
that's
actually made
so
me very
funny.
uncomfortable. So I wouldn't say that's the best one. I think the best one that I personally
Can I
think.
try at it?
Oh yeah, go.
I don't know if this ever actually happened, but I feel like this would be a really good compliment for you. But in your coaching days, I feel like if a parent ever came up to you and was like, hey, I really hope you come back next year to coach my kid. I feel like that'd be like a very big compliment for you.
That happened when we were co-coaching for the Tigers.
Yeah, okay, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah. That actually did feel good. I forgot about that one. That's a good candidate. Yeah, that made me feel good. Yeah, I don't know.
That's nice. But what were you gonna say?
I think the best compliment I've received personally was from like former like students that I had when I taught, and they were saying like you actually impacted my learning, or you impacted the way I view like teachers or whatever. Because I think for me it's like I had so many great teachers that I look forward to or looked up to, and the big reason why I want to get into education is like kind of reciprocating that. And so that made me feel the best. Whether it's like a church or whatever, like I think that's personally it always makes me feel the best about myself. Yeah.
Ooh, that's such a lame response.
Alex, what's the best compliment you've ever received?
It's so big. What?
I can't even. Never mind.
That's great. You're so out of pocket today.
Sorry. Sorry, anyways.
So that is like pushing the limit of like what can I say where we do have to cut things out?
Yeah, this is crazy. I'm actually considering splicing today.
yeah. We'll see.
When I'm not unfiltered,
We'll
huh?
see. This guy's
All right, moving on. Yeah, the level 2 ones right here.
all right. Level 2. All right. Huh. Wait, is this to me?
What is it? Just read it.
Well, okay. The question is, are you missing anyone right now?
Oh
Do you think they are missing you too?
Dang.
Am I supposed to just answer this?
Yeah, I mean, you can just answer it.
Cups in the rose, bitches in my elbow. I should call when and go home. I've been in this club too long.
What's wrong with you today?
What?
No, but it's really funny. All right.
Should I use Sadad's mic?
It might be necessary, but we'll keep going for now. Okay, well, I think this wants me to answer like on a romantic scale.
But you don't have to.
I don't think there is no one, at least on my end, and I don't think there is anyone on the other end.
Damn.
If there is,
Just say Paul Chang.
Hit my line, please.
am I missing anyone? If anything, it's just like family in Korea at most.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't been back in so long.
Uh-huh.
I need to go this.
Didn't you go a couple years ago?
I went. The last time I went was like 2018.
Oh, that is a long time
Yeah.
ago. Okay.
So
Shout
time
out
to go back.
Shout out homeland, man.
Yeah, I need to visit the motherland.
Yeah, seriously. All right, Jamar. Here's your level 2 one.
All right.
Kind of excited for this one. I don't know why.
We'll see, man. See if they
Yeah.
are the cards. How are you really?
Wrap it up.
You start crying. It's like no one ever asked me that before.
How am I?
How are you really,
Am
Jamal?
I sticking? How am I really?
Yeah.
Dude, I guess just to double up on that boxing arc little thing to break down a little bit. I feel like I'm in a whole new era right now. I remember I was talking to one of my friends, and she's like, "Oh, Jamar, do you have any 2024 like?" Or she's like, "Yeah, do you have any New Year's resolutions?" I was like, "Oh, I'm not really a big resolution guy, but I do have a lot of new goals for this year that I want to accomplish." which is basically literally which is literally just a resolution. But yeah, I think this year I really want to take care of myself more, like physically. That's like a huge goal for myself right now. Especially contrast to last year, I kind of focused a lot more on myself mentally. And towards the end of last year, I realized how important it is to make sure like you're healthy, like mentally, physically, and spiritually. especially as like a Christian. And so yeah, like I'm trying to wake up earlier, try to build better habits. It's kind of random, but you know, I'm brushing twice a day. I floss. I use mouthwash.
What are you preparing for?
Her. Honestly, I'm just trying to look like Michael B. Jordan, guys. Like
One word. Her.
gloves in the rose. But yeah, I've been taking ashwagandha recently too.
Oh yeah, hey, plug that. Jamar, guys, Jamar's been big on this thing.
Yeah, this
On what?
It's like a supplement, ashwagandha. It like
Shout out to our sponsors, Blue Chew, by the way.
so it's marketed, at least the thing I have is marketed as a supplement that increases testosterone and reduces stress and anxiety. And you take it twice a day, morning and night. And I think for me it helps sleep. I feel more like better for the day, less stressed, less anxious. In terms of the testosterone part, I cannot testify whether it works or not because it's like supposed to improve like performance and stuff. But I think I reallocated that energy to boxing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like to.
I mean, that's a proper use of
Yeah.
Yeah,
testosterone
yeah,
as well.
yeah. And like last week, I like started my day at like 8 a.m. Did like a devotional, had like powder puff practice, and then after we had lunch and then went to work, and after I went to youth group, and after that I played basketball, and after basketball I like shadow boxed, and it was like just a whole day. I was like not even tired. I was like cracked out. I was like I'm ready.
Yeah, so you're on drugs.
Yeah, no, I was like cracked out. So to answer this question, I'm drugged up.
How are you really?
I feel like Floyd in this Mayweather. I feel like Floyd in this Mayweather. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's how it was.
No, yeah, I think I've been noticing that too. So that's really good. Yeah.
How long has it been since you've been on this new era?
3 days. I think
Out of 5.
it's been 2 weeks. Yesterday was 2 weeks.
Oh, you've been counting?
I just have it memorized, or I just
okay.
have like tracked. Yeah, 2 weeks. It's been good. Trying to see whether this is like habits I'm building or if this is all habits built through.
How long do you plan on going
Ongoing
with this era? Is this an era or a...
I think I don't know. We'll see. I don't think that far ahead. I don't have
fair.
a deadline for.
That's fair.
And this
For
is
the
this
era.
is why Jamar has eras.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
it's why I'm
yeah,
I'm
dude.
obvious. I kind of just literally, as I said, I just do.
Yeah.
I just do, and I just do.
Wait, so if you stop taking this drug, do you just start like coloring books and stuff? Because you.
Dude, yeah, I don't know.
Are you gonna like shrivel up if you stop?
Maybe I might become like not.
I need
Filipino anymore.
you to do this for like at least 3 months and then
Yeah.
stop so I can see the effects.
Yeah,
And then if
yeah, actually.
you know if they're not adverse, then maybe I'll hop on that train.
Okay, yeah. No, I mean,
Yeah, Jamar's been trying to get me on this too, but
Yeah.
I'm scared. So.
Yeah, we
yeah, we'll see.
be the guinea pig.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I will. I report the goodness of what I've done.
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause
Or the malice.
yeah.
Yeah.
Who knows? Or maybe nothing happened.
Yeah. All right. All right,
Maybe it's
Sadad.
placebo, which, you know,
Could be a placebo actually.
this is not applicable.
Kind of. You know what this feels like, Sadad? It's like, you know,
The
I'm like.
stack of cards that Sadad has in front of
Wait,
him
so that,
is
can
like
you just?
multi-fold everyone else.
Oh, shit. Okay, so the one I originally picked was, what is your first love's name and the reason you fell in love with him or her?
Him or her?
And then he instantly put it away because he's like, "Yeah, no, this is not gonna.
This is not gonna work. How can I become a better person?
Ooh. So you're asking the panel.
Yeah.
How can you be a better
How
person?
can you become a better person? Right? Or do I answer it?
No, I mean, you would answer it eventually.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
I see.
How can you become?
I think you can be a better person, Sadad, by. I think sticking to one goal. You know what I mean? I feel like you have a scattergun approach towards many goals, whether it's your career, academic, or whatever. But I feel like you're intelligent enough and you have enough ability to do most things that you set your mind to. It's just that you don't set your mind to one thing. You know what I mean? And so your energy is scattered. And so I think if you like kind of like, you know, whether that's getting married or you know, like, well, I'm just kidding, but it's like all this kind of things, right? It's just like I think if you just kind of attach yourself to one goal, I think you can probably accomplish it personally.
Okay.
I think you need a planner Do you have a planner?
No. I bought a whiteboard.
Or like on your phone, do you like use your
The GCal, Google Calendar.
yeah
Dude,
GCal? Do you use your GCal?
No.
I didn't know GCal
Yeah, I
was a
think you
term.
should. I think you should start using your GCal,
Google Calendar.
and then actually commit to arriving at the times that are set on your GCal. It would improve your life, and the lives of many greatly.
Yeah.
But like seriously,
Yeah.
Yeah. So what I'm about to say is also what I should say to myself. But yeah, piggybacking on literally what Yejun's saying. Yeah, a planner is gonna be huge, man. I like got one a few weeks ago too, and like just actually sitting down and writing it on a journal helps so much. I think the best way to like elude it is it's all online. There's like this analogy this person made where he's like, oh, what's like 3 times 5? Easy, 15, right? What's 526 times 4,223? To do that, you kind of have to write on pencil and paper. So if we take that small little thing, of course there's like math that you can do mentally, there's math you have to do on pen and paper. In the scope of your life, you can't expect yourself to have everything down just by thinking about it. In order to have everything laid down in front of you, you need to write things down in front of you, because or else you're not going to have everything like displayed in front of you. And so, yeah, I think a planner would help you a lot. Like just time just works differently in our head. I remember I went on this date and
Whoa. Where did the story come from? Oh my gosh. It was like really serious, and then I went on this date.
No, but,
Shameless plug.
date story.
Sorry, I like expected to be at like Target for like 2 hours for some reason. Like I planned out the day in my head. And I'm like, I'm be at
Oh,
Target.
this date was infamous.
Yes. We're not gonna ever talk about this. But yeah, I was like, oh, we should be at Target for 2 hours. We were there for like 20 minutes. I was like, I don't know what to do now. But yeah, honestly.
Oh, you planned to be at Target for 2 hours?
something like
Oh,
that.
like you wanted to have like one of those like Target
No,
dates.
I didn't even think it'd be like a Target date. I was like, oh yeah, we just killed time at Target.
For 2 hours?
Yeah, I don't know. I just
Oh, I mean, I think in order to kill time at Target, you need money.
yeah, no, or just I don't know. I don't know what's going on in my head, man. Like,
Oh, that's crazy.
yeah, time just works differently in our heads, you know.
I think what I can do to improve myself is a derivative of everything you guys have said. I think my biggest Achilles heel is procrastination. And very recently, I realized that this procrastination stems from like an anxiety. Do you guys know the meme where it's like when you're trying to tell your like body's response is that you're not being chased by a cheetah, you just need to send an email?
I have never seen this meme in my life.
I know like a
Yeah. It's I don't know, for whatever reason, like I get anxiety to do like the most basic tasks, even though I know like sending an email would just like help me so much more. And then so like I end up like, another thing that I've recently realized I do is like I distract myself in order to avoid like doing the difficult thing, quote unquote. And the difficult thing is literally like just doing a menial task, like making your bed or something.
Sending an email.
Yeah, like literally
yeah.
sending an email. And so like because of that, I just waste time, and then I end up procrastinating. And I don't know, maybe it's like some sort of defense mechanism, which like I think it's common for a lot of people to do that.
No,
But I
that's,
think
yeah.
I see it becoming more and more of a debilitating thing in my life, and not to like like make this into a like a multi-minute thing, but
no, for sure. Take it on.
so like these are things that like I had this conversation with my dad, and these are things that like he encountered in his life. But he said like this didn't like anxiety didn't start manifesting in my life until I was like 40. And I'm 23.
Oh, so you're saying it's manifesting earlier.
Yeah, so like I definitely see the weaknesses in my dad. Like I see it manifesting within myself, but for him it manifested much later in his life, whereas now it's like affecting my life now at 23 when I should be like in the prime of my life. I should be like have all this energy to do all these tasks, and yet I'm too anxious to get out of bed. So,
Well, I mean, I think to provide you with some solace, though, it's like yeah, your dad experienced it when he was 40 because it's like he lived in a different era.
Yeah,
right.
no,
We live in an
100%.
anxiety
Our
era.
world
Yeah,
moves way
yeah.
faster.
It's
For
yeah.
sure.
So I don't think what you're
15
experiencing.
seconds clips of 2.5 Men and Subway Surfers going on at the same time, bro.
that prompts anxiety. Quagmire and yeah. No, but
okay.
yeah.
Wait, sorry, not to cut you off.
No, you're fine. Yeah.
But I think a practical thing that I know I should do, and it's also like the planner thing, for example. Like,
Yeah.
I know I need a planner. It's just like I'm too anxious to do things I know will help me.
For sure.
But so yeah, getting a planner, definitely I need to do that. And two, I need to cut down my phone usage
Oh yeah.
for sure. Cause like I even in social settings, like I found myself going to the phone as like a defense mechanism, or like just whenever I'm in an awkward setting, let me whip out my phone.
Right.
And
Oh, yeah.
yeah, it's like, again, I think that's a natural thing for a lot of people to do, but now it's like, wait, this is hurting my social interactions with people.
Yeah.
Right.
Like I should be able to just like wait out the awkward parts and eventually get to know someone.
No, I respect you for being, for recognizing that though, because I feel like, to be honest with you, like I think the things you're talking about, they're not like, I don't think you're behind the 8 ball per se. You know what I mean? Like I think a lot of people go through what you just experienced or what you just described, and even the phone thing, like it's like I feel like no, you're right. I think people probably should be on their phones less on social interaction times, but I think the mass majority of people probably are on their phones, and so I think you're vocalizing probably what is on the mind, or at least in the back mind of a lot of people. And so,
I'm saying like a couple years ago, like let's say there was a moment of silence between two people having a conversation. You would just wait those 10 seconds and then another conversation would pop up.
but now you have to watch Family Guy.
Yeah, and now I gotta watch,
2.5 Men.
2.5 Men and a rug being cleaned at the same time to get the proper dopamine,
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, so.
That's good though.
You said you had like anxiety about doing the things that you know will be good for you. What do you think that stems from? Are you afraid of succeeding?
I don't know. Something I've thought of is like sometimes it's better to think, I could have done it if I put my mind to it, than to actually put your mind to it and realize, you're actually not capable of that.
Is that what you're afraid of? Would you say?
I don't know. Maybe
yeah.
it is. It's like, I could have gone Bean 1 if I. Those people like,
Right,
if I didn't hurt my shoulder,
Like,
I would have gone Bean 1.
like you can't lose if you don't
Yeah.
start in the first
Yeah,
place.
maybe
see.
that's something.
Dang. Oh, okay.
So like for context, I'm a political science major, and the political science majors are known to write essays a lot, and I absolutely hate writing essays, and it's like such a big cause of anxiety for me because it's like it takes so much time and energy to write, because like I'm a very slow writer. I get writer's block a lot, so I'd like really like put it off to the last minute until. Like it's gotten to a point like even deadlines don't scare me anymore. Like I could finesse it.
There's been so many times where Sadad has called me
Yeah,
at like
yeah.
8:30 p.m. He's like, "Hey, what are you doing right now?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm at work," or like I'm at home, or just chilling. He's like, "All right, good. I need your help." I was like, "What?
No,
Can
like,
you write this essay for me?"
No, I made Daniel Photoshop. Okay, so this is my master's scheming plan. Okay,
This hypothetically happening.
it is hypothetically.
Yeah. Wait. Hypothetically. Yeah, it does never
This
happen.
is not educational advice.
Yeah. So like again, this like anxiety hit me, and it like I wrote this essay like 2 weeks late. I'm like, okay, how am I going to pass this class? This essay's like 30% of my grade. So I called Daniel. This is my master plan.
Oh, I remember this.
Yeah, so in order to submit it, you're supposed to email the professor. It's not through like Turnitin or like through Blackboard or something, right? You're supposed to email the professor. And so my master plan was, I'm going to tell the professor, I just realized the email was in my drafts this entire time, but I did finish this essay and write this email on time. And in order to do that, Daniel, I need you to Photoshop this Google Gmail page to show that the date was the right date.
I don't know why, but I just imagine like Microsoft Paint and it's just like his handwriting and it's just like Gmail.
No, I hypothetically just used inspect element.
Yeah. I think I did tell you.
Did
did
it hypothetically work?
I'm not gonna condone my behavior, but
You might save some lives.
this
hypothetically worked.
This hypothetically, I think that's one thing my anxiety and procrastination has taught me. It's It's how to be creatively, yeah. Whether it's sending your teacher a corrupted file,
That's good.
or and I think Daniel had this question like, what's the best advice or best compliment someone has given you?
Yeah,
And I think I mentioned this in the podcast before. I think the best compliment I've ever gotten is from my high school English teacher who said, "You're the best BSer I've ever had." So
Wow.
So that's your most
yeah,
like the best
yeah,
compliment.
I'm the best finisser there is. You know,
Dang, dude.
Yeah.
So
That's high praise.
Yeah. Shout out to Miss Galvan.
It's fine.
Yeah.
All right. Anyhow, so now just go to level 3, and then we'll just
shoot,
So
okay.
since we're snaking anyways, yeah.
Going deeper.
there is.
Give your partner a hug, not the crappy kind, a warm, fluffy one.
Oh, do it.
Hey, I'm sorry. Boy.
No,
That was literally the crappy kind.
no, I will say Jamar gives very good hugs.
Thanks.
For the Spotify listeners, you just give them like the
Side hug.
Side
The,
hug.
the side tap hug.
Yeah.
No, this is final card.
I think Sadad has shed more cards.
Yeah.
Then answer them.
Yeah.
Whoa. What can we create together? What do you mean by that?
just pull a card.
No, okay, yeah. Ooh, what do you think I should know about myself that perhaps I'm unaware of?
Oh, wow, that's deep.
Damn, that's pretty good.
Guys, we're just tearing Sadad apart
I
this
know.
episode.
Like this is like therapy session.
Sadad's
like,
like,
Yet again.
Yeah, it's like, I'm a marine biologist. So yeah, this is my deep trauma with my father of anxiety, generational, and healing.
Generational drama that I've been harboring.
the Salahuddin family has been affected by this. What was the question again? Like, what you should know?
What do you
What he
think
should know about himself?
self that perhaps I'm unaware of?
I feel like we answered this question.
Yeah,
Kind of, right?
No, but I think you were totally aware of the fact that like you need to like plan.
Oh,
Yeah,
so like,
right.
what do I think of Sadad behind his back? Kind of.
Or like maybe, or like
Yeah.
okay, one thing that does come to mind that, to like hop on everything we've been talking about is like to get a little serious is the idea that like it seems like either you have this fear of failure or maybe even success, but I think like if you look back on at least your college career, you have had, I would say, like many successes and like you have achieved things, but I don't know why for some reason it seems like you in your current state there is like a fear of like maybe not being able to achieve as much as you have before, or that like I don't know what it is, but I think you can look at your past and know that like you can do more and not have to like live in that fear and get a G count.
True.
I think I'd bounce off that just a little bit. It's kind of similar, but not the same. Yeah, I think. Wait, sorry. What was the question again?
What do you think that he
Like-
should
like
know about
himself,
himself, that
right?
he might not?
Yeah. So I think just to answer that, right? I would probably say that you should know that, like, I think what's been popular these days that I've been thinking about is like untapped potential, right? Like how much of my personal potential am I truly living up to? How many people actually truly achieve their potential? And I think your potential is through the roof, right? But I don't think you know that. I think you think you're limited in what your potential is, right? But I think when you look at your skills,
What's that, Coach Carter?
Coach-
Like,
oh,
our deepest fears are
Light, not our darkest that most frightening us.
yeah. No, I think I would weigh up your potential higher than most people that you would maybe view as higher, simply because I think a large part of your skill set are what people would be envious of, right? Whether it's your social skills, your ability to public speak, your ability to kind of get things done on time, right? Those are aspects that people would kill for, right? But I don't think you think of yourself in that aspect for whatever reason. Maybe it's generational trauma that you're going through, but whatever it is, I that's what I would always say is that I think your potential is sky high, but I don't think you think that, right? And so, yeah, that's what I think.
Yes.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah. No, I think I was about to say like almost the same thing, but like just another perspective. Just like I think you deserve more confidence in yourself than what you give. I think.
Oh my god.
Yeah, like you have so much like great skills and like good, I think ethic and work if you set your mind to it. But like, you know, it's those damn phones, you know, like unironically, and just I think if you truly set your mind to it and like you push yourself, like I don't think you'd like be perfect. I don't think you'd be best, but like you'd put yourself up there. I think you'd be like a hard worker, a hard grinder. Like, you know, your greatest enemy is yourself. I feel like at the end of the day. Yeah.
You want a tissue?
All right, that's where I'm guys.
That's a wrap. Let's cut. Yeah. But yeah,
Every
yeah.
time I come to this house, it's just therapy session.
Yeah, actually.
We're gonna rename our podcast Sadad's Therapy Session.
Sadad Squad.
Group therapy. Sadad squad.
Yeah, Sadad Squad. All right, yeah. Let's move on with Jamar's level 3.
All right. Oh, what do you admire most about me?
Also, what do we admire most about you? Okay.
Oh man, it's crazy. I hate hearing compliments.
Do you?
It's like really awkward.
I think.
And-
Sorry. Go.
Yeah, I think it's just really awkward. And it's just like I don't know. I
So
guess.
you're not a words of affirmation person?
I thought I used to actually.
That's what I thought too.
Up until college, I thought I was, and I kept like every letter as like memorabilia, and it was like I would read it whenever I was down. But I think whenever I realized, I think 2 years ago, I was like, man, like this is not working. I'm like reading it. I'm like really sad. I'm reading them. I'm like, man, this sucks. It doesn't work. And I think instead of the title of that love language is like words of affirmation. I don't think I felt affirmed by those words. I think I felt validated in those words. I felt like I had to live up to that certain kind of lifestyle, up to that certain kind of like character and perspective of people in order to be loved. I feel like I just wasn't loved for being who I was. And so I think now it's just kind of like, as I've been like echoing for like a while, it's like, I just do, you know? I don't do for any validation. I kind of just do. But yeah.
Do you want to go first, Daniel?
No, you go.
I think there's a lot of things I admire about you. One, I think, is your capacity to love. I think you have a lot of love to give. I remember like my freshman year at UC Riverside, you made it a point to call me and check up on me. And you would always end the call with "Love you, man." And like I don't know, like especially as men, maybe that's like sometimes hard to say, but I just think you have so much love to give to another person. Like you're incredibly thoughtful, and like I think it goes into the point where like I think you're just like a good, kind soul. Like I don't think there's like a malice bone in your body. Like you go out of your way to not hurt people, and I think it manifests in the fact that like you're perceived as very friendly, and like you're always the center of attention in a room. Like everyone gravitates towards you. And I've seen that since 7th grade. Since like the moment I've met you, like you're always the center of attention. You're always like let's say there's a group of 5 people. Maybe like one person is not as close to the other person, but you're the common denominator that everyone is close to. And you bring all the people together. And I think it's born from the fact that you genuinely like making others feel good.
Dang, dude. Thanks. That was actually pretty fire.
Do you feel affirmed or validated?
I feel. I don't know. But I don't think it's validated. It's just like I just feel good because I feel like normally why I think comments are kind of awkward. So just it kind of just like they just hit me with it, like slapstick compliment. But I feel like for this it was more like a you know.
Yeah, I've been sitting on this for a while. You know?
But that actually kind of warmed me up a little bit. That was very touching.
Was it me? Oh, yeah. I would say your flexibility. It's not easy being flexible. I think most people are creatures of habit, and they kind of gravitate or they like being around what they're comfortable around the most. You're not that case. I think when we look at like a broader scope of your life, there's been so much turnover, really. I know we jokingly talked about your art things or whatever, but I think like when you take a look at that and you put it on a macro scale, right? It still applies where like there's been so much turnover in your life where you could have just like been down or just given up or whatever these things. But you've like kind of adapted to the situation, made the best out of it, and then moved on. And I think that's not an easy task to do. I know for a fact like I need stability, and so as someone who needs that, it's kind of I admire that a lot, right? Obviously, and so yeah, I would probably say your flexibility. I think that goes unnoticed a lot. It's not easy, kind of going through significant life turnover over and over again, and I think we know what like everyone knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
That's not easy. And not only have you come through that, you've come through with like a still positive outlook, still trying to like look for ways to be better. And yeah, I think that's an underrated aspect that I think I personally admire a lot. Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah. I'll glory to God. I'll glory to God.
I think I would echo with both of yours. I was thinking pretty much very similar things. One, yeah, being the idea that like when you enter a room, you have this like energy that people are attracted to, and that must come from just like an openness to like two humans, right? I think like there's like a clear openness to that, and then yeah, the words I was like thinking was like just that you're very amenable to change, that like you're willing to like look introspect on yourself and then be like, oh, maybe I should change this, and then you actually like take steps to change it, whether those changes sometimes last or not is a different topic. But I think even attempting to do that is like a lot of people live their lives just like accepting that this is a life that they have, and they just like stick with the routine that they have, and like they do not change or even try to change. So I do admire that like you're always looking for ways to like improve yourself or change or like enjoy something new. I think that's like a very good trait to have.
We're not even podcasting anymore. We're just playing this game.
Thanks, guys.
Also, like, this game is fire, bro. I should have played it. We're gonna beach, right?
Missed opportunity.
No, I don't think she would have been ready.
No, wait. He.
Or
He, she, they, them,
Yeah, it was a she.
All right. Oh, interesting. Well, we'll just do this just cause. Wild card, take a selfie together.
It's so random.
Oh, nice.
But we should. Why not?
Yeah. God forbid we do an hour and a half podcast together.
Well, I'm the wrong person for this.
Alex Kane there.
Yeah, do the play-by-play, Alex. So what's going on right now?
Everyone needs to get in.
Yeah, June is taking a selfie of everyone for the Spotify listeners.
I'm like really leaning.
Okay. All right. That was a random.
Can you read the card?
Yeah, the card said wild card, take a selfie together.
Well, you should do.
I'll pick another one.
Pass it down.
Put the picture onto the YouTube video.
Oh,
Move it.
yeah.
Yeah.
We will
Yeah.
do that. We'll put it on the video. All right. Actual question. What has this conversation taught you about yourself? Huh.
That's a you question, right?
Yeah. I have to think about that. What has this conversation taught you about yourself?
It's like nothing.
Yeah, that's a hard question.
To be honest, nothing. If anything, not this conversation itself, but I was looking back at the first podcast that we did, and one thing that I noticed about myself is that I hate my voice, one, but also
So
that
true.
like I do not enunciate well, and so I need to figure out how to change that.
Man, that first episode was like it was like a rough test, man. It was like it was insane. Yeah. Anyways,
It's disgusting.
yeah.
Wait.
Yeah, do you want to pull another?
Yeah, pull another
I would vote for pull another,
Pull another
question.
one.
Pull another one?
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
It's hopefully not a selfie.
All right. Do you believe everyone has a calling?
Oh my
If
gosh.
so, do you think I found mine?
Whoa.
Deep.
Dude, should we all try and answer that first question, or do you just want to answer that first question?
I think this is supposed to be me asking,
Yeah. So we should be answering this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
do you believe everyone has a
Okay.
calling? And if so, do you think I found mine?
Oh, I see.
I don't think I don't think everyone has a calling. Like obviously, I believe that everyone is like best suited for something, and that people are put in positions to succeed or whatever. But I don't think anyone or everyone has like, you should do this, right? Because I think to think that way would be like, you would be, I think, putting yourself into like a hole of just like, if I'm not doing this, am I really living my life the best way, kind of thing, right? And so that's why I say it loosely. I don't believe in it. I do believe in the fact that some people are just best suited for certain things, and they're made in a way that's suited for those things, right? So if you quantify that as a calling, sure, right? But I wouldn't say you have like a yes, you are meant to do this kind of thing.
How does this couple with what you were saying about like you've been thinking a lot about
Potential.
unfulfilled potential?
Because I
Do
think
you feel that that's different from calling?
very different. Because I think calling is you are suited to do something and then you should just do it because that's what you are made to do, right? Potential is I have X skill set, right? How can I then maximize my skill set to the highest possible ability to impact as many things or people as possible? That is what I consider potential, because we don't live life alone, right? You live life with a community or in a communal setting. And so that's kind of how I quantify potential, right? I think calling is a little bit different. However, with that being said, so while I don't think there's a calling per se, I think you are doing what you were made to do, in the sense of, I think what you were made to do, to be honest, is like foster people, right? In the sense of like create a good community, be welcoming, create a space where people can feel welcomed and themselves and not feel burdened by, maybe being judgmental or like being a burden or any of these kind of things. I think that's what you were made to do. And so in that sense, you're definitely leaving that out. But was that your calling? Probably not. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, because I think I am scared to say that, because I'm like, if I'm saying that, like, dude, Daejun, you were made to live for other people, and that's it. You know what I mean? Like that. There's a difference between those statements, and so I think, yeah, that's probably my answer to that question.
Yeah, I think it's tempting to view this question as like your calling is your career, but I would like to think of it as like, or I would like to think that everyone has an impact on individuals or has an impact on their society. Like maybe someone's calling is to be a mother to a child.
Yeah.
Or their calling is to be a good coworker to, their coworkers or whatever. In that sense, like, have you found your calling? Like career-wise, like I would like to think you're fulfilled in your career. Like as a creative, as we discussed earlier in the podcast, like you are able to do that, and you have diversified streams of income. Like I think even, can I talk about the Airbnb?
Yeah.
Okay, like even like the Airbnb, please do. Yeah, which is in Inglewood, very close to centers of city
In Glendale.
In Glendale, if anyone wants to go to the World Cup in 2026,
Oh yes, plug it in.
I think it would be a very central location.
Check the link.
SoFi. Oh, actually, they just moved it out of SoFi.
And why would you say that?
I'm sorry.
Wait, no, they just moved it back. I just checked.
Well, actually, yeah, TMZ just broke.
Yeah, they just moved it back.
No, like even the Airbnbs, I almost view it as like an extension of your creativity, because like you remodeled that house, right? You picked up furniture, you picked the decoration.
Yeah. I just paid someone to do it.
Yeah, us.
Actually,
yeah.
us, we did help to do that. So like I would like to think that you, like to an extent, are fulfilled in your life, and in that sense, like I guess you fulfilled your calling, and you do like unequivocally, like you have an impact on our lives. I would say so. And like I know you have impact on others' lives. So in that sense, like whatever your calling is, it's impacting us, and you're doing that. So I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, I don't know how to answer this question.
Yeah. It's a very difficult question to.
I kind of just want to avoid the first question.
Why?
The calling one.
Do you believe everyone has a calling? I honestly don't know how to answer it. I think intuitively, I want to say yes. And I think you have found your calling. I think one of my first reactions to this answer for you was not like your vocation, but like literally this house. I think because of how random it was for Daniel and I to move in here and to literally create that whole domino effect of literally everything that's happened in this house, like it was super random, super unexpected. Like no way you could have like expected that the day before like you offered Daniel and I to move in. And so I think like I don't know. I think for me a calling is like kind of I don't know if this even works, but like making the most of the situation you're in, utilizing your skills and talents effectively. And I think with the situation of housing so many college students who come in and out, you have utilized your like warmness, your friendliness, your hospitality in a way that like fosters community, fosters people's relationships with one another. And I think in many ways it's like, man, like this is it's literally like an orphanage. It's a little foster house, you know. And so I think in a way like you've like I don't think like there's only one calling. I think that would be my caveat. But yeah, like I definitely think you've definitely found the calling of this like physical house.
You know what's funny? Sorry, it's really random. I remember when we first moved in, like just obviously now disclaimer, like people just come in and go as they please. Do you remember this, Judge? I remember when I first moved in and I wanted to bring a friend, I made a Google Doc and I sent it to you 2 weeks in advance, and I was like, "Hey, can I bring people over?" And that Google Doc system was supposed to be the way forward. I was like, "You know what? I'll fill out this doc 2 weeks in advance." Do you remember this?
I vaguely remember something like that.
It was hilarious.
Of like you wanting to like
book it
and like make it like official and like, you know, like I don't know, respect the boundaries of the house or something.
Yeah, and here we are.
Here we are.
Daniel was making an Airbnb out of this place.
Yeah. I probably responded to that with like, what?
Yeah, you're
What
like,
is this?
you're like, what are you
Bring your
doing?
friend.
That was culture shock for me, actually. But yeah. Anyways, yeah. Well, like, would you say you found your calling? Like,
How'd you answer that first question?
yeah, seriously.
My answer to this question is that yes, I do believe everyone has a calling, but to back on like what Jamar was saying, I don't think it's one calling or the calling. I do feel like people have callings in their life. At least as a Christian, I do believe that God places people in specific places in their lives with a specific calling to that person to live out and like expand his kingdom in that way, right? So I think there's that. I also feel like God places on people's hearts what I've heard to be called, I've heard them as heart motives, I've heard them as cherished topics, but I do feel like people have like cherished topics in their hearts where it's like there's something in the world that like really calls out to you that like is very interesting to you, and it may not necessarily align with the skills that you have. Sometimes it does and sometimes it doesn't, but I think like those cherished topics don't exist out of nowhere. I do feel like there is a higher calling in that sense of like, hey, look at this topic in the world. You can help, you know, fill the potential that is needed there. And either you can answer that calling and like do what your heart is like calling you to do, or you ignore it. And I think a lot of people ignore their cherished topics for the sake of like your career or what your parents want, or like you spend X amount of time in this major, and so like I have to now do the career that I spent the major to do for like my major. And people often like, especially in college, like when you start getting exposed to so many things that like you're like, oh, I did not think about this, or I did not think about that. Like even for me in advertising, I didn't really discover advertising until I was graduating college, which is like, I always feel like, oh, if only I knew in high school that advertising was a thing, I would have like gone to like an ad school or something. Of course, like looking back on my life, like all of the experience I have has made me into the creative I am today. And so I'm sure things happened in the way that they did for a reason. But yeah, all to say, like, I do think everyone has certain heart motives or cherished topics that are callings from God. And we can either choose to answer those callings and work with him in whatever he's doing in those areas or not. And like people that do, I find are much more happy with their lives, and then people that don't are often, you know, they're miserable.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's really, really well said. All right. Well, I guess this is the last question for our podcast today. This is Unfortunately, me.
Unfortunately, okay.
Unfortunately.
Take another selfie.
Take another selfie and
That would really challenge
call it a
Daniel,
day.
actually, though.
What, the selfie one?
This is one to end with.
Yeah.
afterwards.
Sorry, these are like getting a lot of these wild cards.
I wasn't a wild card.
All right, Alex. Oh God. Okay. Well, this is the only one that I think is relevant. It says, "What do I need to hear right now?" Which I feel like we've been answering for each other, but that's the question I drew. Yeah, give it to me straight, man. What do you what do you think I need to hear right now?
That's all it says.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
what do
What do
you
you think I need to hear right now?
Right now?
Say it, cameraman. What?
Can't say it.
Just say it. PG-13 version.
No.
All right, fine.
I know what he would say.
All right, no one cares. Okay. Anyways.
I mean, okay, yeah. Are we gonna?
Yeah, go.
Yeah.
No, I remember your birthday. Yeah, you got. I've never seen someone react to alcohol like this. You got drunk and you got paranoid. Like, I'm not enough. My parents, my parents don't think I'm enough of a success and whatnot.
Dude, what a way to preface it.
What
You
a-
could have just cut that off. I mean, like, one night, you were like, I need to be validated. But
Yeah,
go ahead.
like I never realized like how much maybe like self-doubt you might have. And I just want you to know, like, not only are you're one of the most successful people I know of like my age, like my peers.
Yeah.
I can't fathom how. First of all, you've had like so many jobs. Like, yeah, I remember one of our friends named Andre. He makes this joke like, "Dude, what are your tax returns like? Like, it must be a nightmare. It must be a nightmare."
The W-2s I get.
Yeah, like, and maybe you can answer this, like, you jumping from one job to another is like a manifestation of, oh, I'm not doing enough in life. I need to do more and more and more. And like, yeah, it's Daniel. Like, you're literally one of the most successful people I know, and you're only 22. Like, successful people in my age range, and you're like, yeah, like you're way far and above, I think, a lot of people. Yeah, and you're one of the most talented people I know, and like I can't fathom how you don't see that in yourself. Like, you're killing it, bro.
Stop the lazy.
Thanks, dude.
That's crazy. Look, just completely ruined that moment.
No, thanks, dude. I mean, I think to answer your question, do I jump around from job to job because I don't feel like it's enough? Yeah, I'm sure there's a big part of it. I'm not too shy about admitting to, like,
Is that why you jump from woman to woman?
That's okay. Sadad just made it even worse. So Daniel's about to go deep. He was about to like admit some things that like is only fostered through deep and genuine conversation.
wait, I don't even jump from woman to woman. That's crazy. Yeah.
That was a joke. That was a cheap laugh. Daniel factually does not do that.
That's crazy. Anyways, no, I think no, no, I think the job thing is because, yeah, I think being Asian American, I think a lot of people can attest to this experience too. It's like, there's always people that are better than you, right? And so, do I think I'm the best at what I do? No, but is my aim to be the best at what I do? Of course it is. And I think I don't think that's like, sure, that can be categorized as an unhealthy obsession of wanting to be the best, but at the end of the day, it's like, I'm only 22. I got a long way to go. You know what I mean? And so, if that's the case, then what are the steps I can take to make sure that I am striving to be the best that I possibly can? Not because I think the biggest difference is, first of all, I don't remember that story. That's crazy, but
Yeah, because you were drunk.
but I think the biggest difference between maybe like feeling self-doubt and maybe like how I feel is I just feel like I have this debt to the people around me to make sure they feel the most comfortable and they feel the most taken care of, or they feel the most love that they can possibly be. And I feel like, to be honest with you, right, this is me getting deep, in order to do that, I think an individual has to have at least an X amount of quality to attest to that, right? You're not going to listen to someone who, as messed up as it is, you're not going to listen to someone who's not successful in life, right? It's like, or you're not going to ask for help from someone who just, you feel like isn't doing well in life, right? And so I feel like it's my responsibility to do well for myself, so I can go then help others people, right? Because so I can put myself on that platform, or not. It's not even a platform, right? Put myself in a position where they don't feel burdened by needing to like do, you know, like take care of me or these kind of things, right? And so I think that's kind of what drives my success more than any, or not success. I'm not successful. Like what drives my want for success more than anything else is that. And so, yeah, but I think you did hit the nail on the coffin, right? I definitely jump from job to job because I want to be more and more successful, and it probably is this like unsatiating like feeling of like, yes, I got to do more. And so definitely something you have to fix, but I wouldn't particularly say it's self-doubt. I think it's the feeling of I need to be better so people around me can feel better about themselves kind of thing. So yeah.
Yeah, I think what I'm trying to say is like you're fixated on a destination, which is important. Like, I think we all need to be like there needs to be a healthy obsession with like wanting to achieve a goal. I think that's like ambition is a very like important trait to have. But I guess I just want you to acknowledge the journey you've been on more. And I don't know why this is the example I thought of. Like we're as sports fans, we know Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant are like these incredible winners. They got that Mamba mentality. They have
The Giannis quote?
Yeah, no, they have this. No, not the Giannis quote. They have this mindset that is unparalleled. Like they're like, yeah, it's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
But that obsession with greatness. Obviously, I don't know these people personally, but what I felt like this obsession with greatness is also paired with this supreme confidence in themselves. And I'm not saying you're not confident. Like, you are a very confident person, but like, yeah, I feel like you're not giving yourself enough credit. Whereas they had that self-belief, like, yeah, of course I'm going to accomplish this.
No, that's valid. Yeah, and I appreciate that. It's probably a lot of what you're saying is true. So, yeah, dude, thanks. Yeah, I appreciate that.
All right. I think for me, I don't know. I can't think of any. Or I'm really fixated on one answer, but like, man, you're like really loved. Like
Whoa, where'd that come from?
You're a person who's like really loved, and I don't know if that's like expressed as much as it needs to be. I doubt like any person's told that enough, but I think kind of a little shadowing what Sadad's saying. Like, yes, in one hand you're like the most successful person on paper, objectively, right? Because of jobs, like positions, whatnot. But I think those positions, like, I don't think your LinkedIn is showing why you're successful. Your success is based off like your character, your character and your drive, and your motivation, and your
Spitting right now, bro.
and all these like aspects. Like, honestly, yeah, like 22 or so much. Like, we have just started this race, right? But I think for you, it's just like I don't think I'd ever meet anyone else who have the same drive as you. It's so intrinsic. It's so like down to the core. It's like, yeah, maybe there is an aspect of family and culture and stuff, but like, I feel like at the end of the day, like, you're just trying to beat, like, if it was a race, like, beat the person you were yesterday. Whether that's one step, whether that's 2 steps, or like half a step, I feel like you're always like, man, I gotta like do something. Whether you fall into extremes or unhealthy habits, like, which I think happens often, but I think, you know, people see that, man. People admire that. People love that, and people like honestly like befriend you because of that. Like, people like that environment and like what you contribute to that kind of atmosphere. And yeah, I feel like because it's so natural to you, like, people also just naturally like love you for that. You know, they appreciate your experience, your opinions on those kind of matters as well. So yeah.
Thanks, dude. Yeah, and yeah.
All right. What do you need to share right now?
Also, sorry, this episode has just turned into just us playing this game, which honestly, side note, I personally love, because I feel like we started this podcast out wanting to create memories, and it's like, hey, I don't care who listens to this. Yeah.
Stop playing Power World.
Wait, I'm not even the biggest problem in this house.
Actually, okay, in this house, that's a joke.
Yeah.
What do you need to hear right now? I think one thing that comes to mind is just like, I don't know what the right word or like right way to describe this is, but like, if anything, it's like, it's okay to enjoy your life as it is. Yeah. I don't know if that means anything to you, but yeah. I think like maybe like just like jumping on what Sadad was saying, like jumping around like and like constantly like I feel like you're constantly like looking for the newest opportunity instead of just like going deep in one thing. And so, but sometimes it's okay to just like enjoy the one thing that you're doing, whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, I think on that note, that's true. I feel like a big reason of that though is I think it's less of like me not enjoying what I do. I think it's more of just I feel like, again, kind of attesting to what I talked about before. I feel like there has to be like, because I think for me, like in terms of depth of what I enjoy, I think I get deep in what I do pretty fast because I'm also a serial hobbyist and I have a big passion for things. But I think what it is though, actually to get deeper though, is I'm afraid of getting too deep into it, right? And so, because I can everything that I've done though so far in my life, I've loved. I've loved every job that I've done. Actually, not every. Most jobs that I've done, I've enjoyed them.
So fast.
That internship.
Wow, that internship, man. I don't think I enjoyed it. Yeah, I enjoy the benefits of it, but I didn't enjoy it. But other than the internship, I genuinely enjoy everything that I do. I think the fear is complacency, right? Because which I guess that's kind of what you're trying to say, right?
I think that is what I'm saying. It's like it's okay to commit to things.
Wow. So damn, I have
Or
commitment
maybe
issues.
you need to commit to things.
I need to commit to things. I think. Yeah. Yeah, probably, but I don't know. I think in terms of commitment, I want to commit to the right thing, right? And so, whatever that looks like. And so,
It's
But
scary.
how will you know when it's the right thing?
I think I'll know what is the right thing because A, to get really real, I'll pray about it, and then B, it's like I think for me because of like. You guys are saying that I'm successful or whatever. I don't really see that case. I just think I see it as experience.
I was like, that's great now, but I'm not gonna listen to you.
No. I'm saying in the sense of I think the biggest benefit that I got from all these things is I've been able to experience a litany of experiences that maybe people haven't at my age, right? And so that's not to say that I'm like wise or whatever. I just think that it's allowed me to know what I truly want in my life. And I think, to be honest with you, I've yet to find that. And so, and I think a big part of that is my age scope, right? Like in the sense of like, I've done so much. And so like in my age, like what more can I do kind of thing, right? Because, you are limited by how old you are and like stuff like that. So I think just like, I am definitely desperately seeking for that one thing to commit to. It's hard to find kind of thing. And so, that's probably what it is.
But I feel like it's hard to find because it's like going on Netflix and only watching the first 3 episodes of every show.
Yeah, that's true.
Instead of just like being like, at least this show I'm just gonna finish it because like I feel that same kind of like I definitely felt that same kind of fear of like, oh, if I go too far in this like career or whatever this thing is, like I'm gonna be stuck here and then I won't be able to do anything else. Like I've definitely had that fear. I realized that just like TV shows, life has its seasons and the seasons end and then you can move on to something else, especially in this day and age. So like I don't know, I think like it's not just you, I think it's a lot of people in your guys' like generation are so afraid to like commit to something and stay somewhere long for a long time meaning like more than 3 years, long time.
But you know what's crazy? Sorry, this is so off topic, but I was working for this company and I was doing HR, and then my HR manager was saying, yeah, actually these days for resumes, we don't want the long one occupation, one company men anymore. That's like no longer seen as attractive. What's seen as attractive is the jumping around. So I think that probably adds to this as well, because it's like I know that, like that's all I hear. It's like you need to have different experiences in life. You need to add to your resume.
And I will say like that what you said was and is somewhat true. I do think like there's a shift happening in the industries where way before people were expected to like stay at one company or one career for like 30 years, right? And then like we went the complete opposite way and we're like, well, I'm just going to do this for a year and do that for a year and do at max 3 years, right? And like that's kind of become the case. I think we're kind of like swinging back and like seeing like there's a lot of benefit to like experiencing something for 3 to 5 years, right? But a lot of even my generation, your generation, what I see is like people do things for 6 months, do it for a year. 2 years is like too much time in anything, right? But then I do think like there's a level of depth and enjoyment that comes in anything in life when you like put the time into it and like actually like experience and watch the full season, basically. Like,
Yeah. No, yeah, I think that's all valid. Yeah, I appreciate the words. I think they're all very true. And so, yeah, I think that's all we had planned for this episode. You know, like I kind of attested to before, it was, you know, it was like just us playing the game. Yeah, and so I think when we started out this podcast, we talked a lot about wanting to create memories more than maybe like the viewership or whatever. And so, yeah, I think this is definitely one of those moments. I enjoyed it. And so, yeah, I think Yejun has that card right there. So I think the last question, just go like quickly, just going around. In one word, how would you describe this conversation? Like, how was it for you? So, yeah, I'll just start. I think for me, it was like, I learned a lot about you guys, actually. You know, that's
Not one word.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
No, just like final thoughts.
Yeah, final thoughts.
Final thoughts in one word.
I learned a lot about you guys, even though I've known you guys for a very long time. So my one word is eye-opening. That's one word. Yeah, eye-opening.
eye-opening.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would say I felt like in the beginning of this conversation we were all trying to be really like funny and like make this really entertaining for like the viewers and like things like that, but then as we kept going it just kind of became like a little more like our normal conversations and
Yeah.
it got a little more interesting and like deep and stuff like that, or like a little more serious. So I don't know what word describes that. Elevated.
Elevated. Oh, that's good.
Yeah, I think like we've known each other. I've known Sadad and Daniel for almost like 10 years. Known Yejun for like about 3. Like actually knowing him, and it took a podcast and a game of cards for us to like go deep in this and talk about. Obviously, we've had these kind of conversations before, but
Yeah.
I think as always, I always enjoy them. But I think the biggest takeaway is just like I don't know what word it would be, but like building bridges, like building stronger bridges and relations with each other. I guess just like developing hyphen relationships.
Yeah.
That's not a word. Okay, that's fair though.
Not a word, but
Yeah.
okay.
I think my word would be therapeutic.
As always.
Yeah, as always. I think we all heard things that we needed to hear during this conversation.
Did you cry a little bit?
Yeah, just a little bit.
Yeah, just a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, and who said in this conversation like I think Jamar jokingly said like, oh, sometimes you don't like it's hard for people to get compliments just out the blue.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think especially towards the end or like later half of this conversation, like I think as people we focus on the negatives, but it takes someone else to like highlight the positives that we all hold. Yeah.
Very eloquently said, Sadad. All right, well, I think that pretty much wraps up this episode. Jamar, do you want to plug in when our episodes, like they're ending as usual?
Oh yes. Check us out on Instagram, TikTok, the Quad Pod. We'll be putting out episodes on Spotify and YouTube on Monday.
It should be Monday.
Yes, expect Mondays.
Yeah.
And then to those TikTok, Instagram, share with your friends, like, comment. We should be posting clips. Maybe we'll have a rug. We'll put those rug cleaning videos.
Yeah.
in one of them.
You must all suffer what we do.
Yeah. Check us out, the Quad Pod. Spotify, I believe, is the Quad Podcast, and YouTube is
The Quad
the
Podcast.
Quad Podcast. Yeah.
Yeah, all right. Thank you. That pretty much ends it. All right, bye.